What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Mega Man 2 80% normal Zipless tournament. My name is Charlie Boy. I'm joined here by J-Dub, aka Droflo. How's it going, J-Dub?
What's going on, Charlie? How are you?
Oh man, I'm pretty good. Excited to see this Mega Man 2 80% normal Zipless tournament race between CurtsNewBrand and one of my good friends from the randomizer community. That would be Arispici. Do you know anything about these two runners, sir?
Yeah, I follow both of them, and they're both amazing speedrunners. Both of them have pretty good times in Mega Man 2. I think Ari has a 30:49 and Kurt has a 30:12. So from the tail of the tape, Kurt may have a little bit of an advantage, but anything can happen in these races, and especially with a death or who knows. So this would be a good run.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm not very familiar with Kurt myself, but I'll take it. You let the people know a little bit about him. Our species, however, like I mentioned, I know him from the randomizer community. He also has a PB of like a 30, 32-ish. Don't quote me on that, but somewhere in the mid 30s or something like that. 30 minutes. So not sure about Kurt's PB, but should be an interesting race. Nonetheless, I have released the floodgates for these guys in their race time room, so we're just gonna wait for the timers to sync up just a bit, and or the stream to catch up just a bit, and then we should be off and running.
Awesome, I'm ready for it. My body is ready. This should be awesome. I love watching Mega Man 2 races. I love this game.
Yeah, very nice, and we're off and running. Both runners starting off in the Flashman stage. From what I understand, this is the route to take during races, starting in Flash.
Yeah, I was watching their PB, or both of their runs earlier, and they both had the exact same route. So we'll see all the stages right together. Won't be any question whether or not who's ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to see one of them maybe go to air first, question mark, but I mean... only crazy people do that.
I was gonna say only people in straitjackets take air first, which I do for my PB runs. So maybe I belong at a loony bin.
I take offense to that because I did air first earlier in the tournament, but that's okay.
I did notice that. I did notice that.
Kidding, of course, but yeah, these guys got a pretty straightforward first couple screens here. Arispici gonna grab a health drop on the way down. Neither one quite got the snipe on the blocky, but that's okay. CurtsNewBrand making his hop across some of these flash blocks up at the top, and yeah, Arispici doing the same little corner jump here.
Corner jump back is a little more tricky than it looks. A lot of people do it well, but I'll tell you what, that is not an easy one to always get right.
121 at the boss door for Kurt, 124 for Arispici. Coming into fight the Flashman fight, and one shot, pretty good fight from Kurt. Arispici the same.
Yeah, they're neck and neck coming out of Flash. So as we said, this is going to be a close and tight race.
Yeah, 141 teleport for Kurt and 146 for Arispici. So difference of about 5 seconds currently.
Yeah, I think most of that was based off enemy hits and a pickup. So
yeah, I think that pickup was going to be the one that cost probably about 3 seconds for Ari right there.
That's what's crazy about this game is just small stuff like that can cost seconds, and over time, all those little pickups, all those menu changes, enemy hits, they can just add up real quick and cost you a bunch of time.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, not so much of a problem for me in the randomizer, but yeah, definitely a problem here in the vanilla game. Flash strats here from both of our runners to kind of negate these goblin heads, the spikes that come out.
They both get hit on the horns there. Those are very difficult jumps. I have problems with them all the time. It's not an easy run to do. Let's see if they see what the cloud strats they use. So it looks like Kurt's going to take the easier way. You can jump and hit that guy real quick. There we go. Arispici took the little more difficult way to get up there. It saves you about a second.
Nice. Yeah, a couple pause buffers here. And we are across the Lightning Lord platform section in the top of air in the first half.
For those of you that don't know, the pause buffer in Mega Man, if you jump and as you're jumping, you can pause and reset Mega Man's fall frames, and he can move forward as you unpause for every pause. Oh no, Arispici took a fall.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if he was going maybe for the corner jumps there against the spikes on the Goblin Head. But yeah, unfortunate. So each death cost, I would say, probably about 10 seconds. Yeah, I didn't see what he did there either.
I think he was trying to go for a corner jump again just to make up time. I think for now he should probably play it safe and hope, hope Kurt makes a mistake in the later runs. This isn't a terrible. Oh, he's going for it again.
Yep, he did it. He did do that. Yep.
Well, he got it this time, so he's still okay.
Yeah. Yeah, randomizer might have us spoiled a little bit on those kind of things. We don't have to worry about those goblin ears there.
Yeah. Looks like Kurt got a decent 3 pattern, I think. The fastest pattern you can probably get with Airman is a 2 pattern, from my understanding or what I've been able to see. 3 pattern is pretty typical. You can save about 2 seconds with each pattern that you get. So let's see what Ari gets here. He got a nice, easy 3 pattern. He's on and moving forward. These cutscenes are so long. in the normal game.
Right, yeah. If you decide to do the difficult run, most runners do indeed choose Rockman 2 over this, as the kanji scrolls a little faster than English text. So I think it's actually a 15-second save per cutscene choosing the Japanese game versus this. However, Japanese game is only difficult, so you don't have a normal mode in said game.
Yeah. And Kurt's on into Quickman. He'll be hitting the most difficult section of Quickman in a few minutes here. Making pretty good work of it so far. Alright, here come the giant french fries. You definitely don't want to touch the french fries.
Yeah. Please forgive all the references to the randomizer community, but since I'm most familiar to that, I probably will reference that quite a bit here. Whenever you hit those laser beams in the randomizer, we call it the Prodigy Special. One of our runners that won the tournament in 2018 and 2020 for randomizer, he famously eats those lasers more than most. So big shout out to Prodigy. Great guy, but yeah. Regardless, don't want to hit the Prodigy Special going down the quick section here.
Do not. Ari's just now getting through the French fry fun. Kurt's at the boss. Let's see what kind of pattern he gets. Oh, he gets a mid pattern. That is very good. Good luck. So Quickman can give you 3 different patterns on his first jump. You can get a high jump, a mid jump, and a low jump. Everyone says that the mid jump is the best, high jump is the second best, and low jump is the I guess, least best. I would like to disagree with everyone, but that's just my personal opinion. That's more of a mean from my stream, though. I like the low pattern. All my PBs have low patterns.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, we'll see what Ari gets. That would be a high jump pattern, I believe, correct?
I think he got the middle as well.
Oh, that's the
mid. He made very, very good quick work of Quickman. That was very, very good boss fight. Kurt is opting to get the E-Tank here in Metal Man. That is interesting.
You know, I mean, I kind of agree with this, right? Because we definitely get it in the randomizer route, but regardless, I mean, it's safety in racing, right? And like, it's so much faster to take the E-Tank, drink the juice, than to like take the death.
Take a death, yeah, I completely understand that.
So in a race setting, E-Tanks, no harm, no foul, no shame in that.
Well, Ari decided he doesn't want the E-Tank, so he'll catch up a little bit if everything goes well for him.
I
Oh,
mean,
Kurt lands a great jump there. Gets underneath those clown tires.
maybe with those couple deaths in Airman stage, Ari feels like he might need to take a few more risks, and maybe that's why he skips that. I
I mean,
suppose.
I agree. I think so. I think when you know you're behind, you kind of pull out all the stops. Kurt is coming into the boss fight. This is probably one of the easiest boss fights in the game if you do it right. And
Yeah,
it's
indeed.
quick work.
Yeah, you just hold the button and then you jump and make sure not to hit the halfway mark, and Metal Man will not. He will stay in place.
He
He will
just
not go
stands
to the
there and
other
takes the
side.
boomerangs to the face.
Yes, sir.
Ari's coming up on the boss fight, so he's a bit back still, but he's still got time. Kurt's going into Bubble Man. This is what I say. This is where I believe the gauntlet starts. There's lots of ways to die in Bubble Man and in Heat Man. I hope no one does. It's very easy to catch a death in any of these. Ari takes out Metal Man quickly as well. So he's going to be onto Bubble as well.
Yeah, I mean, not terribly far behind, just maybe like a cutscene or so.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, a small mishap on Kurt's standpoint, and we could be seeing another really, really close race.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, Kurt is about a stage or half a stage ahead at this point. I guess those cutscenes really are that long.
They are, I'm telling you, they're so long.
Man.
Let's see what kind of strats Kurt uses on this bubble. He does take the quick jump there. That was that's not a super difficult jump to do, but and it's not very necessarily frame perfect, but it's a quick little jump.
I believe here in normal mode, it's 3 to kill the fish enemy there. The
correct, the angler fish there.
Yeah, the lantern fish.
Yeah, it's only three metal blades to kill that fish.
Yeah, where it's I believe 5 in norm or in difficult.
In difficult, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Kurt is hitting up Bubble Man.
Yeah, 2 bubble, 3 bubble.
Oh, we got a 3 bubble.
I think that's the worst, right?
It is. So if once he puts 2 bubbles on the screen, it immediately causes lag in the game. So your best pattern that you want from Bubble Man is 1 bubble. Usually with 1 bubble, it doesn't create any lag, and he kind of starts to jump towards you, and it's a pretty easy kill. The 3 bubble is definitely the worst. It takes longer for that lag to disappear.
All right, off the Heat Man for CurtsNewBrand. We'll see when he drops in the stage and try to recall that, see what our time difference is. It's going to be 31 and a half-ish.
Already gets 1 bubble, so he's going to make up a little bit of time there. Just RNG, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Can make the big difference in the run. Next stage in the gauntlet is Heat Man, another one that's technically fairly difficult if played wrong. A lot of people like to use up all their item 2 as they go along for a faster strat, but you can end up pitting yourself pretty quickly.
Alright, 12:09, so that's about a 40 or yeah, about close to a 40-second deficit, maybe 37, 38 seconds, something like that. So, I mean, not terrible. Definitely anything can still happen early on in the race, of course. But yeah, unfortunate some of the mishaps and just like all these time saves that just.
Oh, Ari's having a hard time with that number 2. Oh yeah, and the thing about a death in some of these earlier stages, they're not too terribly punishing. You lose maybe 20, 30, 40 seconds, depending on where you die. It's the wily stages that really get you. If you die in a wily stage, they usually take you back anywhere from 1 minute to 1.5 minutes. And sometimes you have to farm for item usage and other, weapon usage to get you back to where you need to be, and that's always rough, especially Wily 4.
Yeah, right on. Okay, so Kurt getting a good pattern, I suppose. Taking out Heat Man. He's out of there 13-22 for the boss room and boss kill.
And Ari's right behind him. He's coming into the boss room right now. So I mean, he picked up a little bit of time there. Not a lot. If he gets a pretty decent Heatman pattern, he may save a little bit more time. Heatman can give you 3 patterns for his attacks. They're 30 frames, 60 frames, and 90 frames. I think he got a 30-60 there, which is pretty good. Pretty good. You don't want 2 90s. You feel like Heatman's just taking a break, taking a coffee break on you. He gives you that 90 pattern.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, you want the faster 30 frames, of course, but yeah, if you get those 90s.
Here's a difference here that's happening here. Kurt uses the item 2 sled to get through this first part. You're not going to see too many runners do that. I don't think Ari does it. There's one of the differences in their 2 strategy. So we'll see how much of a difference that is.
Right, I want to say that comes from the any percent run with Zips, because you do the item 2 strat there, and then you do Goodwood, you zip in the second half of the stage, so you don't need item 2.
Correct. So what will happen here is he'll switch over to metal, Kurt will, and finish out the stage.
Yeah, I mean, both good strategies, good time saves nonetheless. Not sure which one might be faster. I mean,
I have no idea which one's faster, I'll be honest, but we'll see.
Right. I would imagine using item 2 over the treehouse and in the back half of the stage might be just a tad bit faster, but I mean, maybe using it in the beginning of the stage is more consistent.
Yeah, correct.
Because
Especially from a race standpoint.
In the back half, you're going to have to worry about the monkeys and the pippy birds as well. So
correct. The only downfall is you don't get to do ground chicken at the end, and you can't get the meme.
Yeah. Tell me. Oh, yeah. You know what? I actually know what you're talking about. I was going to say, tell me about this ground chicken.
Oh,
but
Ari missed it.
That's when they glitch into the floor. Yeah. See, this could be the reason why the early item 2 actually benefits someone.
100%. And Kurt takes Woodman out with 1 shot from the heat, which is one of the greatest feelings in the world, to be able to 1-shot a boss.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's one of the reasons I'm addicted to this game.
Very nice. Very nice.
He is on to Crash. I always say, no run starts until you reach Crash, man. Because this is where everything gets hard.
See, that's why in my original route that I was going to do, I put Crash 3rd, so I could start the run early, right?
Right, exactly. Get a head start on it. And Ari takes out Woodman 1 shot. Very easy. Kurt's looking good so far with his item 2 strats as he climbs up the ladders. He was practicing this just before the race.
Yeah, definitely going to switch to item 1 there. I think that's the right call by this point. You want the double platforms to go just a tad bit faster there.
Yep, exactly. Kurt's going to use 4 item 1s to come up there. You have to kind of be careful with your item usage here. You need it to get up to that last platform. Ari's going to take a boost and just keep moving. He's looking good so far as well.
Yeah, very nice item 1 placements from Kurt. Gets the small ladder boost, swaps to item 3, and up we go.
And he gets the quick jumps. Quick placement. He's looking good with his item 3 strats going up this ladder. These are very difficult to do. It took me forever to try to learn these, and I still don't have them down.
Yeah. I mean, they're definitely something you need to work on to save time in this stage, then have like consistent.
Oh man, Ari missed the jump. That's gonna cost him some time here. Dropping on this stage is the worst because climbing ladders in Mega Man is the slowest thing you can do. It's so slow.
Oh,
Oh no!
yeah.
Kurt made it through Crash Man very quickly.
I'm telling you, the randomizer has definitely spoiled us.
All right, the best eyebrows in gaming. There it is. Check out those eyebrows, man.
Yeah, see, we would in my community, right? We would guess the color of a dragon at this point, but yeah, here in vanilla, it's always going to be that same color, same weakness, you know.
Oh, for Wily 1?
Yeah.
Interesting, okay.
Random
You guys
color.
randomize the color?
We do.
Ari's having a hard time with these birds. That is rough. There's a trick to making the bird show up for either side. So if Mega Man jumps up the ladder and is looking left, the bird will come from the right side, and if he's looking right, the bird will come from the left side.
Right. Correct. Or well, correct. Let's say correct. Yeah. Yeah. Same thing with this item too. Right here in Wily. If you are one of the runners that put it early, then if you're facing left, then the bird comes from the left, which kind of manipulates a time save, as you don't really have to worry about the bird dropping the egg and all the little pippies everywhere and whatnot. Extra damage and slower times.
Correct. So Ari makes quick work of Crash Man. He's going to be on the Wily. He's about, I'd say, 3/4 of the stage now at this point behind.
Yeah, something like that. Kurt hit the checkpoint screen. We can maybe do by dragon kill as our teleport out for a comparison. If we're looking for time comparison here.
Yep.
I did quite miss it as far as the opportunity to do it and the teleport in. So we'll check it out. We'll see if Kurt goes the top route or bottom route. Top route, a little bit safer, is if you get hit by one of these fireballs, you get knocked back onto the back platform. However, if you go bottom route, it is a tad bit faster, but you also have a bigger opportunity to die.
This is very true.
Top route it is. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope. Ari did get the bird turn, so it made it a little bit faster for him to get through that section just before the item 2.
2101 for Kurt's teleport.
All right.
Have to remember that for when Ari gets done, and we'll make a small comparison there. I'll make a note.
Kurt's on to Wily 2. I wouldn't say this stage is free, but it's one of the easier of the Wily stages for sure.
Yeah, definitely so.
Picks up a free E-Tank there. That's why a lot of runners will not pick up the E-Tank in Metal Man, because you get a free one here, and where you really need it typically comes in Wily 4 or against the alien or refights and such.
Right, yes. Do not kiss the alien or the dragon. They both hurt.
Yeah.
I might be telling you from personal experience. Maybe.
Oh, I think all of us, anybody that's run this game before, has either kissed the dragon or hugged the alien. That is for sure.
Yeah, Kurt down the farm hall with the flash strat and used the
Ari
item
goes
burst.
low.
Yeah, that's very dangerous from our friend Arispici. But hey, makes it out. His teleport is going to come in at 22-27-ish, a late 27, early 28 perhaps. So let's see, we'll say 28.
Kurt's beating up on Pico Pico Kun, the boss for Wily 2.
That's going to be a deficit for RSPC of about 1 minute and 27 seconds as far as the teleport out of the dragon fight goes, as Kurt wraps up his Pico Pico fight.
You know, they say that the weakness for Pico Pico is bubble, but it's so much easier to use metal.
Right, and it actually might be just a tad bit faster, seeing that metal blades can be shot vertically, and there's some of those picos that spawn a little bit too high to hit with bubble.
That's correct. Kurt on to Wiley 3. He's going to land in the doo-doo water. Not a fan of this water. Please don't drink the water, Mega Man. One fish.
Yeah, Saba
fish.
pings in the chat.
2 Saba pings. Let's get them in there.
All right, no suicide drops from Arispici on the way to the Pico Pico fight.
he's not loco like you.
Oh, I did that today, didn't I?
You did, yeah. I saw it. That was crazy.
Imagine. I believe there's a little meme thing, Q's in the chat for quick boomerang, right? Something like that.
Yeah, Q for quick.
That's how it goes. We got
those memes going.
Saba pings and Q's in chat. Some no invisible picos this time around for RSVC. Double
kill. Look at the swag strats. I love to see it in a race too. I love to see it.
So Kurt going to take out the Guts Dozer at the same time. So these guys are exiting stages at pretty much the exact same time, I believe.
I missed Kurt's fight. Did he?
I didn't see how many
jumps. 2 cycle or 3 cycle? Yeah, I didn't get to see it.
I was worried about Ari and his low health.
I was as well. Yep.
Perhaps chat. Maybe somebody in chat can tell us.
Yeah.
The ever so powerful chat. Every time we slay says 2 jumps.
2 jumps. All right. Not good. Good cycle.
Blue Summer as well says that. So kind of confirms it.
Appreciate y'all in chat. Wiley 4 for Kurt. He's using item 3 strats to climb this this section, these rooms. Looking good so far. Good usage of his item 3s. He's got just enough to do this last item 3 in the not the next room, but the room after that.
Yeah, little health drop from RSPC against these shotmen, aka crazy cannons.
I call them booger shooters.
There you go.
I don't like those things.
Even better. Alright, 3 jump for Ari here.
So Kurt's going to use the item 2 strat here. Okay.
Yeah,
that's the strat I go with.
Here in the anxiety rooms, as we like to call them.
Anxiety rooms. I've never heard them called that, but that is definitely what they are.
Yes. Definitely so. Anxiety faux show.
Faux show. I would definitely agree with that. Kurt's using the wood strat for the Wiley 4 boss, which makes your crash bombs larger. Very interesting dynamic on how the crash bomb works. Whatever weapon you use prior to the crash bomb changes the hitbox of the crash bomb. So for example, if you use Buster or Quick Boomerang, the crash bomb hitbox, the explosion on the hitbox is smaller, but if you use Woodman, or the Wood Shield, has a larger hitbox and allows you to hit more space with those crash bombs.
I'll be darned. Yeah, I heard somebody say that today during my race. I think when I watched it back, I saw somebody say that, and I was like, "Is that a thing?"
Yeah,
apparently,
great job on Wiley 4. Took pretty good care of that room there. That boo beam room is not an easy room to get through. Kurt's out in the refights. He just chose to go Quick Man first. Quick Man just runs around and jumps the whole time, and he's just the worst person in the world. He takes out Crash next. Ari's making pretty good work of the anxiety rooms. I'm going to start calling him that now.
You're welcome. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, definitely so. Yeah.
So Ari takes a E-tank before entering in the Wily 4 boss Boo Beam room. Probably a good idea. Kurt's a little low on health too. Let's watch this.
Yeah, gets the Buster shot in there before swapping to Bubble.
He does take a health. Okay. It's probably a smart move. He has 2 E-tanks, but I think he chose not to use those and take the health that's provided.
Yeah, Arispici getting out of his Boo Beam fight here, saving one of his crash bombs, perhaps for the machine later on. While Kurt is into his flash fight, looking to wrap up his 8 robos, he is going to grab the health as well on the way out to the machine.
Yeah, very, very clean Wily 4 for both runners. Ari takes the quick man fight first as well, while Kurt wraps up the Wily machine. Alright, on to the last stage for Kurt. Ari's struggling a little bit with Crash Man, but he finishes him off.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're on to Victory Road for CurtsNewBrand.
Best song in the game right here.
Yeah.
Absolute Silence. This is the track I put on to sleep.
My goodness. I wouldn't. Chinese water torture over here. Yeah. But,
well, Ari tried to go for the wood strat. It did pay off for him a bit, but it wasn't the best pattern he could have gotten for it.
Right on, right on. And of course, the bubble kind of gives you.
Ooh.
That's a spicy hit there. But
that is why he grabbed the E-tank. That was very, very close. GG's for Kurt. Let's see those GG's in chat.
Yes.
Very good job.
Official race time .gg time 30 minutes and 32 seconds. It's GG's in chat for CurtsNewBrand taking the first of the best of 3 series here.
Ari finishing up his flash fight and on to the Wily machine.
Oh yeah, I didn't even use that extra crash bomb he had. Just slammed it out with metal.
Yep, knocked it out.
Yeah, mashed into the button. And then
we love some mashing.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
All right, last final stretch for Ari. The sound of silence.
Yeah, I'm trying to sit here and swap the things over, but
no, I was talking about his stage.
I'm having troubles with that.
Yeah, you're right. No, I was talking about the Wily 6 stage. I love that drops stage. It's one of my favorites. And Ari finishes. GG's in the chat for Ari, please. Great job. Great runs. So a difference about 2 minutes and 23 seconds. I mean, it's pretty safe to say. I think the difference is, for the most part, were those 2 deaths.
Yeah, so I finally picked up the comms controls and was able to swap it over. But,
there you go.
So you heard a little bit of the Dr. Wily fanfare there before we finished up. But yeah, good GG's to Arispici as well. Finishing up, the official time for Arispici will be 32 minutes and 26 seconds. GG's in chat for them as well.
GG's. Both runners did a great job. I mean, both were fairly consistent for the most part. I think the only thing that Arispici had difficult doing was those corner jumps in airman, which is a very very difficult strat, and it's very costly.
Yeah, definitely, indeed, especially during a race. Like, I think maybe you want to just jump and take the damage off the horns for the most part, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, from a speed standpoint, without a doubt, it's a faster strat to do that. But again, if you get hit and you get knocked back, it's a death. So I agree. I think that probably in a race, you want to take that horn hit and just damage boost through.
Yeah, consistency versus danger and speed, I guess.
So do you think he's gonna change up his strats in the next run? I think he'll stick with it.
Oh man, if I had to make a guess, I would think he'd probably stick with it, but you never know. I mean, he might change it up, go for safety over time saves.
Yeah, one can only wait and see. What a great race, though. That was good.
Yeah, definitely. So, Kurt just having a bit of consistency there with with the strats. RSPC maybe showing a bit of rust, or maybe warm ups. You got to remember, Ari's been playing the randomizer for the last like month in that tournament, so he's actually waiting for the winner of myself versus Siberian Bull in the second chance bracket side of that tournament. So he's lined up in that tournament to be at least fifth place. So
Yeah.
awesome stuff to him. But he's also, I mean, with that, with him focusing more on that, I'd say he wouldn't have had as much time to focus on this one. Um,
Oh
but
yeah. Well, no.
regardless,
I was gonna say if you run more than one game, you know the difficulty of having to switch back between different games is usually a little bit of rust to have to break off. So that's
yeah.
understandable.
Yeah, no,
But
no
yeah.
excuses though. I mean,
No, Kurt ran a great run. He was very very consistent. I think he stayed. What was his official time?
oh man, I closed the room already. Hold on, let me go
No
back.
worries. No worries. I didn't jot it down, but either way, I mean his PB time is a 30-12. I think with all of the PBs, not the PB, but the race strats. Most people I think are going to be about a minute faster than their PB time, um, unless they're just god gamers, which a lot of the runners in the tournament are. But I would assume it was close to a 30-31 somewhere.
Yeah, no, Kurt finished with a 30-minute time and 32 seconds.
30-32. So even better. So amazing job. He was very, very consistent, landed a lot of the strats that he wanted to land. Um, Great menuing. Yeah, he won that race. And, I don't think it was necessarily because Arispici died, but who knows? We'll see. And maybe in the second race, Arispici can make that comeback.
Yeah, maybe a few tighten ups here and there. Skip a few of those deaths there, and maybe he'll tighten up that timer a little bit. Pull the gap. We'll see.
Yep.
We'll have to
We'll
see.
we'll see.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Say RSBC wins game 2, so he pushed to a game 3, something like that.
I mean,
That's
I'd
what they
like to
did
see
for
it.
me. They did that for me earlier today, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it here.
I'd like to see it.
Pay it,
We
pay
would
it
like to see a
forward.
good race.
Pay it forward. Maybe they'll do it for the next guys if they hop on some commentary.
Well, I'll tell you, I want to see both these runners, execute and get to the end without any deaths and not any excuses of, hey, this could have been different if this happened. We want to see a good race, and if there's a death, it's unfortunate and sucks, but let's I like to see when both racers really give it their best.
Yeah. Speaking of giving it their best, we've got our first seed out of the way, or seed. Sorry. You can tell, right? You can tell. Anyway, we've got our first race out of the way. Excuse me. We've got our racers ready for race 2 here. So They
Charlie's been drinking. No, I'm joking.
I mean, no, but you know,
I am, but
a little bit too much randomizer commentary over the last 5 years. Not enough vanilla commentary, but hey, it is what it is. These guys definitely ready to go. Waiting for the countdown here. Oh, you know what? I should probably hit this button right here, so that way, just get that off the screen, and yeah. All right, CurtsNewBrand versus Arispici, race 2. CurtsNewBrand taking the first one here, and we're off.
let's go. Again, same route. We're gonna see it. Nothing's gonna change here. Decent exposure, man. Let's go. So we're pretty neck and neck. Don't like taking a hit there, but it happens. Take that hit all the time, unfortunately. When you're PBing and you take that, or trying to for a PB and you take that hit, it's a lot of resets. Both of them hit the swag shot, very nice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A couple little hops here. Jumps down. Very nice jump down. A little corner jump here, and we should be in the boss room. 115 to the gate. 116 for Arispici. Neck and neck.
You love to see it.
Get your sinks in the chat. Hey, yuck. Hey, 131 boss kill. 132
Very,
for both.
yeah, very good boss fights for both racers. I think Ari had a slightly faster, but he was to the door a little later.
Yeah. That indeed would be the difference that I noticed as well, especially now that you pointed it out.
Solid stage for both runners. They are virtually tied. Airman was the difference last game, or could be very much argued that it was the difference last game. Let's see how we do this round.
Yeah. I mean, those early deaths for Arispici last time might have got him a small bit tilted. I don't know, or maybe he just kind of shrugged it off as hey, this is kind of a warm up type thing. I'll do better next race. So we'll see how he handles it this time around.
Yeah, exactly. It's the nice thing about this race format. If you lose a game because of a hiccup or something you messed up on, you got the next game to try to make it up.
Yeah, definitely so. Adjusting strategies a bit. We'll see if he adjusts or if he stays stubborn and hits those corner jumps, or what the case may be there. Going through this Lightning Lord section here.
I'm excited to see it. I'm very curious of what he does here. And we're going to definitely see some pause buffering here from Kurt. He jumped a little late.
Yeah, I was going to say Kurt actually lost some time there, some frames there, because he did a triple pause, and I believe Ari got one. He only had one pause buffer, maybe two.
All right, let's see what Ari does here.
Oh.
Does the corner jump.
Bro, ballsy.
Wow. Absolutely. What a madman. He said, you know what? I am not scared of it. I practice this. This is what I do. This is how I know how to run this game.
Yeah, nice little jump back. Yeah, both runners do that. We'll turn back to get the bird to spawn on the left, so that way you don't have to worry about any birds coming in from the front of you.
Yeah, and that big bird also despawns the big air blower guy, which is really nice as well. You don't have to kill him.
Yeah, the fancy
one of them. Yeah, you only have to deal with one, which is very nice.
All right, here we go. 1 cycle, 2 cycles for Arispici. There's okay, maybe 3.
Oh,
and I
Kurt
didn't catch
got the
how many
2 cycle. Yeah, Kurt got a 2 cycle, and Ari got a 3 cycle, just barely. Kurt got a pretty good pattern, so he may have caught up a little bit of time there
Yeah,
that he had lost with those pause buffers. So again, we're virtually neck and neck.
Yeah, maybe 1 second behind at this point, maybe 2. Yeah, those fan fiends there, the despawn from the Pippy bird or the Pee bird, that actually in the engine of this game, it actually translates over. So it doesn't matter what's on screen. The bird will despawn the last sprite on screen. So it could be like a 1-up, a health pickup, an item pickup, any of those things. Or in the case of a randomizer, even a different enemy than a fan fiend. It could be a crab or a Pyrobot or whatever. They will just straight up disappear
Interesting.
when that bird leaves the stream. So
that's pretty cool to know. All right, on to quick. This is what I call the fast food level. It's quick and it's got a bunch of French fries.
yeah, definitely so. Got 5 shots to take out the Chanky makers here.
They do throw the Chankies. You know, for someone that's barely played the difficult mode, how many shots does it take to kill them in difficult? Do you know?
I believe normal does it maximizes the buster damage. It multiplies it by 2. So it would more than likely be 10, I believe. I believe that's
so
correct.
9 or 10. Yeah, that makes sense.
I believe it takes 10 in normal.
So neither of them get hit by any French fries, which is good. And we're both entering the quick man fight. Let's see what kind of pattern they get.
Yeah,
I'm hoping for low pattern.
Normal mode. Sorry, I was gonna say normal mode doubles the buster shot damage. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So Ari gets the low pattern. Kurt gets the mid pattern. Let's see who finishes first. Oh, it's virtually tied. Kurt finished just first.
Maybe a few frames ahead. Yeah. These guys neck and neck. Man, pretty stuff. Pretty stuff.
Every time says not nice. I disagree. I love the low pattern. I will fight the entire community about this. My my preferred pattern is low pattern for Quickman. They are. Oh, Ari went to Heat Man and Kurt went to Metal Man. I think that was a mistake by Ari.
Yeah, perhaps he wanted to hit down. Oh, he's just.
I think he's gonna probably try to take a game over. Oh, unfortunate.
You know, you hate to see this kind of thing happen. I mean, these guys were neck and neck when it happened. You know, I'm kind of disappointed in Ari for not going ahead and running through the stage, because I have the utmost faith in Arispici to be able to. Actually, you know what? Sorry. Excuse me. I didn't think of the end stage consequences that would bring, because Arispici would have had to buster down Heatman, which would have taken a lot longer in the vanilla game than it does in randomizers.
Yeah, I think this is it's a decent strategy to take the game over. In the event that Kurt again takes a death in a Wily stage or something like that, he still has a chance. So he's in the middle. He's probably about a half a stage. He's probably about almost a little bit, probably 3/4 of a stage back. But either way, he does still have a chance. So he should continue to finish it. We'll see what happens. It's not impossible to come back here.
Right.
It sucks. I mean, I feel for him. That's just super unfortunate. It's happened to a lot of us during a run, and that's just not something you want to see in a race.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you don't get your input, or perhaps you just mashed the A a little bit too fast or something like that before your input came out. Whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
I do have the utmost faith that Arispici could have taken that Heatman stage perfectly fine. He just would have probably doing one shot against Heat with a buster versus the 3-shot kill with the bubble lead.
Yeah, it just would have been a much longer fight for sure. So
Right.
Kurt is in the bubble and he's moving forward, and Arispici does finish middleman, so it's a little bit over a stage behind. But again, anything can happen. We'll see. I'm not wishing anything bad on either of these runners, but we see it happens. Everyone can make a mistake.
Slower boss fight versus a game over. I think game overs take 10 to 15 seconds. The boss fight probably would have taken 20 to 25. Especially with the 30, 60, 90 pattern. So, I mean, with the random patterns too.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, that's something I'll have to go back and look and, try out myself and see what the difference is, but it's just unfortunate.
But I guess it also depends on how many lives you have, because Ari did have...
Correct, he was full.
3 lives.
3 full lives, yeah, which was, again, unfortunate. If he would only had, a couple, that would have been a much faster strategy, but he had to die 3 times, and that makes it a lot more of a time loss.
Speaking of fast, if you missed it, if you blinked, you missed it. Kurt is into the bubble room, 10:39, I believe, at the gate. We'll say second gate, 10:45. So we'll see exactly how far Arispici is behind, while we see how many bubbles Bubble Man gives Kurt. That's going to be a two bubble.
Yeah, Kurt made pretty quick work of the bubble stage. He did a pretty good job knocking it out, and only got 2 bubbles, so not terrible. Not the best pattern, but definitely not the worst. Alright, we got to kill that last crab. That's Larry. I call him Larry. There's an argument whether or not it's Carl or Larry. Either way, he has to die. He gets in the way.
Okay, that's 11:29 boss gate door for Ari, and that's minus the 10:45 from Kurt there, which would be a 84-second deficit, or a 0.84 second deficit.
Well, I know from experience, just looking at my splits, when I die in Wily 4 and I have to go farm, it's more than that to get back. So...
That's not an 84-second deficit. What am I talking about? 29 versus 45? That's I did that math wrong. That's, what is that? 15? That's 45 seconds. How did I do that? I have no idea. Anyway.
Either way, that's even better for him.
Yeah, 45 seconds. So not terrible right now.
So every time says it's Carl, I'm gonna allow him. I'm just gonna agree to disagree. It's probably Carl, but I'm gonna say it's Larry.
Somebody in chat says it's Dave.
I mean, to be honest, it can be whoever you want it to be, chat. You name that crab whatever you want to be, as long as you kill him. He has to die.
Yeah, I like this item 2 strat that Ari does to get up the...
yeah, it's an interesting strat.
There.
You can throw the item 2 into the wall there, and it takes either none or just one little tick of item 2 to get you up there. It's a pretty cool strat.
Yeah, Kurt, go ahead and take the damage boost there to minimize Heatman's little teleport there, and he's going to be... that's a dead Heatman right there.
Very nice. Ari not far behind, even though he took that death. He's not that far behind. He's doing very well.
Yeah, definitely making up some time in that second section there of Heat with some of those strats he was using. Now we're checking out the cutscene here. Kurt
Ari went for the
item 1.
Ari went for the Buzz Lightyear helmet with the bubble, aka the bubble helmet.
Now, is that like I think I tried to do that too. Is it like a frame perfect thing that you can hit Heat while he's spawning in, I guess?
No, it's a meme.
It's
really yeah, it's just a meme.
I was thinking I seen like I seen it happen in the world records runs when I was like kind of studying yesterday, like last minute study. Oh, I haven't ran this game in 5 years. Let me study a little bit before getting slaughtered.
Right.
But yeah, I seen it in both the world record runs, the former world record and the current one. So I was like, oh, is that like if you get it frame perfect, you can hit this thing?
Yep. Nope. Just straight meme.
Right on.
Why
Right
not? Why not? Kurt's halfway through heat for the or sorry through wood using the flash to get through those fire dogs.
Yes, the Frienders, aka
Frienders.
hot dogs.
Hot dogs. Yeah, that's their name.
Yes.
I hate these bats. No one likes these bats.
Yeah, batons can be annoying for sure. Already busting down some of the Robots there, the Mecha Monkeys jumping up. Kurt just using the Metal Blade, and see that's an example right there. The PP took the Mecha Monkey from spawning that very last Mecha Monkey there.
I did.
So, I don't know if you guys caught that or not.
I did. I saw that. Kurt just meddling his way through here. Gonna go jumping over these chickens, and he'll let one of them jump over him, and he'll get in there. All right, let's see if Ari hits this item 2 strat to get over all of this monkey section here. These
The Mon King.
monkey. Oh, he misses it again, unfortunately.
Two different names: the Japanese name and the American name, of course.
Kurt finishing out Woodman with the heat. Heat 1 shot very easily. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and he did not die. I mean, who dies there?
Who dies there? J-Dub dies there.
I
Once
died
every
there,
couple
too.
runs. I
Hey,
saw.
there
That was
goes-
ground chicken. That was an interesting ground chicken.
All right, damage boost item 2 strats for the first couple screens here in Crash stage.
Crash is very technically difficult. It's not a hard stage, but when trying to get all of the item strats down and you miss one, it can slow you down significantly. So you have to kind of hit all of them pretty well.
Does ground chicken have a name like Larry or Carl? I call it dinner.
Nice. You can name it whatever you want, chat.
Here's Crash Man for Arispici, joining us on the best game in the stage of the game? Question mark. ...
I mean, what is your favorite music stage? Because this is my favorite jam.
Oh man.
I mean, it's arguably, I think, from an aggregate, everyone loves Wily 1, but Crash Man's always been my favorite.
I'd say probably Bubble or Metal for me. If
Chat.
Of course.
What's your favorite stage from a music standpoint?
Of course, I mean Wily 1 is also goated, of course, but yeah, one of our star commentators in the rando community, Frico, loves this music. So
I love the funk every time. Love the funk. Ari with a nice little strat there. I like that strat where you jump, put the item 1 through the enemy's hitbox there. It's not very large, so you can kind of just jump around him.
yeah, it's definitely okay. I would definitely put Bubble, Metal, and Flash in front of it though, personally. But that's me.
There's so many good jams though. It's understandable that anyone could name just about any of the tracks, and you'd be like, yeah, I understand why you like that stage.
I think Kurt went for the prissy strat there, the one where you shoot left off the screen first for air, and then shoot right. Or do we still call it the prissy strat? I don't know. We did back in 2018 for the Any Percent Mega Man 2 tournament, so I assume that's what it's still called.
I honestly don't know. Well, I'll allow it.
Shoot left and then shoot right.
All right, Ari making his way into the boss room, and Kurt is starting Wily 1. If you like the jam, get your jams out. Cat jam it.
All Arispici also gets the 2-shot. Did not go for the prissy strat. Now, if you do shoot left, it actually baits Crash to jump earlier, which and it also, since air shot is off the screen, it gives you the opportunity to shoot again very quickly, which is why we go for that like that.
Oh, interesting. I did not know that. Didn't think of that. That's a pretty good strat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, get your cat jams, dance memes in the emotes in the stream chat now. And that's the song we are on, the best song in video gaming? ?
It's pretty damn good. There's no lie about that. I mean, there's no denying Wily 1 is... And Wily 2, which are the same song.
Yeah.
I recently learned that. I think there was a... from my understanding of the history of the game, that they didn't have enough memory to add extra songs. And Wily 1 and Wily 2 are the same, and Wily 3 and Wily 4, I believe, are the same. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. Wily 1 and Wily 2 are the same. Wily 3, Wily 4 are definitely the same songs. I don't know if it has to do with memory. I'm sure it probably did, seeing as this game was made in '89. I can tell you... Oh, nice. And top route for Kurt for the dragon kill. But I can definitely tell you, say the randomizer adds... it does have the same Wily 1, Wily 2 scheme, but it also adds music in Wily 5 and 6. So, I mean, as far as a memory standpoint, but randomizer also uses a different mapper, I believe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I don't know exactly the programming and the the back half of it, how that works out, but regardless.
Kurt, on to Wily 2 now.
Yeah, I definitely missed the teleport in too, so I can't. I don't know when would be a good time to kind of compare how far these guys are apart.
I mean, I think it's pretty safe to say that I think Kurt needs, if Ari is going to catch up, he needs Kurt to take a death and
to make some
so
sort
far,
of mistake.
Yeah,
right?
I think Kurt is playing well enough right now that he, doesn't look like he's going to, but again, anything can happen.
Oh my goodness! Please don't say that. That's the last thing you want to say.
I'm not commentating cursing. I'm telling you.
You are actively commentator cursing our man Kurt here.
I disagree. We'll see.
If anything happens, chat. We know who to blame.
You can blame J-Dub.
It's going to be J-Dub's fault. But no, not commentators. Commentator, and that's him, not me.
Okay.
But here we go, metal fight. We'll compare teleport timings of these Pico fights, hopefully, to kind of get an idea of what our time frame is here.
That'll work.
As Arispici makes it across the pit here in Wily 2, and yeah, we're just Cadillac in a metal fight here from CurtsNewBrand.
One of the things I was doing when I was watching both of these runners in their PB attempts, they both have sort of like a cheat sheet for menuing. They both kind of remind themselves or look at a sheet or something to remind themselves how to menu in certain situations, which is a very great strat for anybody that's trying to run this game. Menuing can take up so much time over the course of the game that you need to know your menuing. Excuse me.
Yeah, definitely. So, suicide drop? No
suicide drops.
Yo, I will shout outs to anybody who goes for that during this tournament, right?
I mean, shout out to you. You did it.
Anybody else who goes for that? Mine doesn't count.
He shooting out himself. Shouting out himself.
I lost. So,
but you pulled off some very interesting stuff. So it was fun to watch for sure.
I'm talking about like late game, late tournament, like grand finals. Our final runners dropping down that suicide drop for them, for them split like them extra time saves. Double KO from
he goes for it. I'm telling you
again.
He's a meme lord.
The swag master Arispici here. Let's see what his teleport is 2409. So Kurtz was 2303. Roughly 1 minute 6 seconds of a time difference here.
Kurt gets another 2-cycle on the gut stank. Very nice. We all love the suicide drop. I mean, I love swag strats. They're always fun to watch. Anytime you see it, it's exciting.
Yeah, you know, I mean, why dumpster a 20 to 25-minute run on 10 seconds? Why not?
Why not? Exactly.
Why not dumpster one on that? You know?
Show it off.
Save those frames. Kill the animals. No, don't kill the animals. That's not right.
Sheesh.
That's a Metroid thing, you know. Save the animals, kill the animals.
Yeah, right.
Save the frames, kill the animals. Save the animals, forget the frames. They're animals, you monster.
I mean, I'm all about killing that one crab. He's got to die.
Larry.
Yeah. Whatever you want to name him, he's got to go.
All right, 2 jumps for Ari this time.
Very nice. Kurt using his item 3 strats, making it through Wily 4 pretty well so far.
Yeah, only has 2 item 1s left, I believe. So, but that's enough. Oh, sorry, that's item 3. Never mind. The strategy changed here. So,
but you're correct. He's got enough for item 2 here. He should be through and fine.
Strat changed here since I've played. People using item 3 to get across that now.
Yep. Ari's looking good with his item 3. He's got enough this time around to use those item 3s to kind of boost through all of this. Very good strats here.
Yeah, and using this leaf shield pretty much guarantees like double hits as far as like this crash bomb goes, which would indeed like save a few frames on the Wily machine sometimes. But I've noticed that people don't even use them.
No, it's. I think in normal, it's actually just faster to use Metal Blade, or just as fast. And then you can guarantee the double door and or beam destroy. I mean, it's totally worth it. Oh, Kurt goes for the damage boost and gets it. Very nice.
Yeah, he did that the first race too. He just unfortunately didn't get it, but this time he does, so that's very good. He's going to get the damage boost. He's out at 2708.
2708 Wily 4 is very good. He's doing very well right now. Ooh, Ari, that was close. He made that jump. I was scared a bit. Clenched up a little there. Those anxiety rooms are giving me anxiety.
Yeah, Wily. I also call them Wily's Screens of Doom. I believe Ren Hero is the one who coined the phrase anxiety rooms in our randomizer community. So shout out to him.
It definitely fits.
I just called them spiky Screens of Doom. Oh no, Arispici falls down, and that's going to be rough because
does he have any items left?
I don't think he has the item 1, so he's got to go for some sort of backup here.
Yeah, he's going to have to jump up, which he gets on the first try. That is a difficult jump. He gets on the second try. Oh, come on. Take your time. He's got this.
Yeah, meanwhile, Kurt going through his refights here.
Oh, does he have... Oh, no, he took a death.
Yeah, that's going to be an F in chat for Arispici there.
Yeah, that is rough.
As Wily 4 goes, so... and rough stuff for sure. Hey, I did that today. I actually game over there.
Yeah, and the worst part is he's going to have to either game over or farm, and it's probably faster to farm. I don't know. I really don't know if it's faster. What's faster to do there?
It might be faster.
It might be faster.
It looks like he's going for the game. Oh no, yeah, maybe going for the farm.
Yeah, I mean you can use quite a few different weapons on those legs guys to farm their damage out and hopefully get some energy drops or item drops.
2857 going into the machine. We're looking at a 30-minute game, or maybe 30 and a half.
Yeah, I mean, he's rocking it right now. There's a chance for him to PB here. Big Sag for Ari, but,
Yes, the randomizer has definitely spoiled us. I'll say
Oh, and he
that.
takes another death. Yeah. And at this point, I mean, it's pretty much finished. We're looking at Kurt at this point to we'll see if he gets a PB here. Kurt PB is a 30-12.
Okay, 30, 12, 29, 41, 43. Yeah, he's got 20, 30 seconds to do so. So we'll see what happens here. He's in the gate. Yeah, alien
It's a
on
one
screen.
cycle, maybe.
I'll say alien on screen before 30 minutes. That's pretty incredible.
Can he get a one cycle? Oh, so
Uh,
close. Still,
30-13, I would say.
yeah,
But
essentially
let's
1 second off
check
PB. What a great run by Kurt.
yeah, the race time GG time is 30-14. So
Very
good games
nice.
to Kurt. He's gonna go ahead.
GG's in chat for Kurt. He ran an awesome race. I had no doubt of him the whole entire time. I'm telling you. I had no doubt in Ari either, but both runners did a great job today.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, great games to Ari, great games to Kurt. We'll see if we can't get these guys in our Discord call here for an interview. Let me go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I think maybe while Ari is finishing up, we might be able to get. Oh, is he gonna have to take a death here? Ooh, he almost pause buffered the whole way through.
Yeah, I think Ari is going to go ahead and take the fourth.
He's gonna concede. That's understandable. GG's in chat for Ari, please. GG's for everybody. Solid runs. Chat. Appreciate everyone as well. You guys did an amazing job supporting these runners.
All right, I believe we're joined here by CurtsNewBrand, our winner, and Arispici, our second place this time around. Good games, guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us, and GG's.
GG's, fellas. We'll start with Ari. Good runs. Couple of mishaps that kind of set you back. What happened in the first race with the airman?
Maybe they weren't just quite ready just yet.
Yeah,
to jump in. I kind of dragged them in. My bad.
We can start with Kurt. Man, sure. Execution was amazing tonight. Your second run, I think you were a second or two off your PB.
Yeah, that was a spicy one. I don't know what got into me. I entered gamer mode.
You did. I think somebody in chat was saying if you wouldn't have picked up the E-Tank in Metal Man, you definitely would have PB'd.
Yeah, I mean, it only takes 3 seconds to grab that, so I figured I might as well, but I think I was within like 1 second of my PB, so yeah, I could have had a small PB.
It's an excellent safe race strat, but I mean, man, you were that second game you just executed phenomenally.
Yeah, I had a couple sloppy levels early on, but I definitely pulled it together then. Like, I think Metal Man was a little janky.
Yeah, there was a couple of things that obviously every run has some things that you can fix, right? Every time you PB, you're like, I want to, there's these things that you can fix. But that was great.
Yeah, thank you.
They were claiming that I was going to announce or curse you because I said, you basically have this in the bag. But no, you did amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, I spent a lot of time just kind of thinking about what strats I want to use and what I felt I could do consistently, and didn't want to extend myself too far and try and squeeze out a couple frames here, a couple frames there, and end up dying a bunch.
Yeah, that's definitely understandable as you go into these races. We were talking about a couple of strats and whether or not you want to lose a second or two or potentially lose 20 seconds, 30, 45 seconds, right? So it's definitely something that you want to do as you move forward, and other racers should definitely look into. And deciding what they want to do from a strat standpoint.
Yeah, I always preach in Mario 2 that alive is fastest, so I figured I should at least try to do that in Mega Man 2 as well.
Good point. Good point.
But, yeah, is Aria in here?
I'm not sure. I don't see their microphone. I mean, they're in here, but I don't know if he's got his microphone situated just yet or not.
Yeah, Discord voice and audio settings can be a little wonky.
Yeah, I had to re-add my
Hey,
mic. Hey, there he is.
there we
There
go.
it is.
Yeah, my
GG's.
apologies on that.
GG's, Ari.
Oh, thank you. GG's to you, man, too. Like, good, really good times.
Thank you. Yeah, I was very happy with both of those.
Yeah. So you were asking me about race 1. It was just a little bit of rust with hitting that edge on the Thunderheads.
Lightning words. Yeah. Oh no, you're talking about the goblins where you you edge jump the goblins. Yeah.
Yeah. So that kind of set me off. I mean, I was a little consistent throughout a lot of it until that Crashman stage. After that, but.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I think for the majority of the race, you were very, very consistent. You were hitting all of the strats that you were trying to do. And the unfortunate part is, you had a couple of hiccups that kind of lost you the race. Other than Kurt was doing very, very well, and it would have been difficult to beat him. But again, sometimes those little mistakes and that rust trying to build that off is the deciding factor on who wins the race.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I knew it was going to be a tough one coming in, but just got to go for it and have a good time. And I think I had a good time, except for what just happened on Boo Beams. That was a bad time. That was a real bad time.
Purple Heaven strikes again.
Yeah. I would like to point out that you went for the double KO twice in Wily 2.
Oh yeah.
So absolute swag lord right there. That was nice. That was pretty cool to watch. Not a lot of people would necessarily go for that, just for the chance to potentially die without finishing that boss.
Yeah, I'm puckered up just thinking about that.
Is that something you just always go for, or is that you just doing it for the swag?
I just do it for the swag for the most part, but if you seem like 2 frames doing it or something like that, may as well.
Yeah, that's awesome.
One thing I really stuck to my guns on, it didn't pan out for me, was both runs I tried to hit that item 2 strat on Woodman. Yes. Kept getting sniped out of the air.
Yeah, that was actually a very big. The only difference in the majority of the run for your guys from a strat standpoint was Woodman. So Kurt does item 2 at the beginning of the stage, and then flashes, and then does Metal Band, where you Buster, Heat, and then item 2 all the way through, which is a good strat. I think the majority, you'll see a lot of runners do that. It's just it's a very difficult strat to land, and I think Kurt was a little more consistent by doing it. And maybe I'm not sure if it's any faster or slower. But it is a difficult strat to hit.
Yeah, my strat's about 4 seconds slower from what I can tell, based on other people's gold splits and whatnot. But I'm comfortable eating those 4 seconds to, in worst case scenario, I take a knockback or something versus, having to do extra menus and stuff.
Yeah, yep, definitely. So, something to think about is people move forward. Maybe the safe strat is the best strat, or maybe not. If you can land the fast strats, they can pull, they're definitely worth it and pull it off. But sometimes playing it safe does win the race.
Yeah, one big thing from a speedrunner standpoint, like when you're doing your personal runs, make a mistake, you just reset. You don't get that luxury when you're in the middle of a race. So, you got to keep that in mind for other runners in the tournament.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, we have a saying in the rando community, and it kind of applies here. Like, it also applies to like the Zip community. Would be live by the Zip, die by the Zip. In other words, take the risk, right, and save the time. However, yeah, if you die taking the risk, then you're going to lose that time, right? So, I mean, and applying that to like race settings and whatnot, right? So, like, safety strats versus risk strats. You save time versus the safety of saving more time, but going a tad bit slower, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, a lot of risk reward. I'm excited to see how that little chess match goes for when it's down to the top runners.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, we get to see a little bit of it here, but you're definitely going to start seeing as we tighten up the races and some of the top runners start to use their strats or some of the faster strats that they're comfortable with because they practice them so much.
yeah, definitely. Be interesting to see that winding down. I think the randomizer community's representation in the tournament's probably just about, unfortunately, eliminated. but
Maybe.
Sag.
but nonetheless, I mean, if you guys aren't interested in that community, I have a race tomorrow for randomizer, so come check that out on one of our Speed Gaming networks.
Also to throw a little promo in there. I think me and Charlie Boy may be on a collision course.
Yeah, I might have mentioned that. If I win my race tomorrow, then I have to face off against Arispici in the randomizer tournament for 5th place. So,
Hey, there we go. That'll be fun.
yeah. So make sure to tune into that. But also, there are plenty of tournament matches coming up here in the next few days for the Zipless tournament that we are commentating and a part of right now. So tomorrow, 1 p.m., we have Mikri versus Rakor. I apologize if I murdered those names. That would be tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Friday, we have 3 matches, 8 a.m., 6 p.m., and 8 p.m. It's going to be Umayo versus Yondolash, The Bagler versus Hef My Step, and Sabonis versus Brock is 420. Saturday, we have 1, 2, 3 matches as well, 1 p.m., 9 p.m., and 10 p.m. Macobra versus Scarface Nico, LSM versus Duber, and Feropian versus J-Dub, my commentary partner. And then,
Let's go.
of course, we have Monday on the schedule, Yato Kami versus Prissy, and Danae's Tello versus Polytope. So please make sure to mark your calendars for all of those races and come tune into those. But more importantly, come watch my match tomorrow versus I'm kidding, of course. Watch support Mega Man 2 in general. Watch all these matches. Big congrats to Kurt and Arispici here on your match. Congrats to Kurt on the win, of course.
Yeah, great job, runners. Phenomenal job today. You guys did great. And congratulations to Kurt on moving on.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a great time. Hope you had a good time too. Sorry about some of the mishaps there. Could have been a little closer. I did have an eye on the race, and I was you were right on my heels for quite a while in both races. So I was sweating it out.
Yeah, and especially early on. It was not like free or one-sided in any means of the in any saying of the means or means of the word. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It wasn't one-sided. It was fun to watch.
No, yeah, we didn't really talk about it, but it was absolutely neck and neck up until the mishap with selecting the wrong stage by Arispici.
Yeah,
that hurts.
That was rough, and that was one of those where you just hate to see it because the race was so close. It was just back and forth. Somebody was in front, somebody was behind, and only by a second or two, just because of all the different things. Pickups or a boss fight or whatever it may be, RNG, and that does hurt. And like I said, sometimes the rust is the difference.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, with that said, guys, if you guys don't have anything else, I guess we'll go ahead and wrap this up.
I should say a big thanks to Alice for organizing this tournament. It's been great so far, both to participate in and to watch. So,
Yeah,
big
definitely.
shout outs to her.
Big shout outs to Alice. Thank you so much for putting this on. It's been a blast so far, and it will continue to be as we keep going down this tournament.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yes, indeed. Shout outs to Alice. I believe shout outs to is it Tampa that's helping her out in the background, and everybody who's helping her out. Speed Gaming for allowing us to host on their network once again.
Yes, thank you, Speed Gaming. We appreciate that.
Yeah. And for our racers for racing, and for all of you for watching. So with all that being said, I guess if nobody else has anything else, my name's Charlie Boy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Later, y'all.
Goodbye forever.
Later, guys.